day shift, and
Oh shit!
now I've got
cubed, man.
10 motherfuckers coming around.
Eddie.
Hey Chip, where are ya?
I
where the
just
fuck is
left
Chippy?
Hayes right now, heading back to the shop. I just
No,
got
Mana's
the
here.
managers coming down.
Okay, yeah, I think we got everyone here, pretty much.
Perfect. I'm
Yeah,
driving
right.
back right now.
See you in a bit,
Yeah, he
bye.
called me. I was in the middle
See
of.
ya.
I was in the middle of redecorating my house when he called.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything special. So. Hey, can I ask you a question, Eddie? Do you import cars, or is that just Lingberg that does that? Because there's one vehicle, because I've got all the cars that I want to have, right? But there's this one obnoxious vehicle that I really want to have imported that I've always had everywhere else, and it's that Frankenstage truck.
Frankenstenger, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's the most obnoxious thing in the world.
Maybe look at that, yeah.
Yeah, it drives like shit. It's just obnoxious and it's cool, and I love it. So, yeah, I was just curious as to how much something like that would cost, because again, I'm a lawyer too, and they don't pay us diddly dick either. So, yeah. It's like I finally got my V-Star all completely
All right,
upgraded.
yeah, I'll take a look at
and
that
shit
for you,
like
and
that,
I'll let you know, yeah.
yeah,
right,
here,
let's,
let me know. There's my number.
Okay.
Name's Anna. So if you hear about that, I would absolutely. That's like the last vehicle that I would ever purchase in this city, is that thing, that obnoxious thing, because I love it so much.
Oh, should I pull my car in so like as a representative of Hayes?
No.
Looking Trey Schwett? Oh, come on, man.
What
What the
what,
fuck,
you just,
man? It looks
you
so
just-
good. It's one of
you
one.
just
You
wanna
know
show-
it is. It's fucking awesome.
You just want to show Eddie your car.
I just want to show everyone how dope my ride is. Yes.
Well,
It's
hi,
fucking
Chippy.
awesome.
Hey, Anna, how are you?
All right, we got everyone
I'm
here,
alright,
pretty
we
much,
miss
I
your
think.
face.
I miss yours too.
Let's
I
go
can't see
upstairs.
it behind the skull mask. All right, let's go upstairs.
I can't
Let's
see
step
it
into our
behind your
office.
Let's go
grizzly
upstairs, guys.
goddamn beard.
Exciting. I can't see you. I can't wait to see what you
Come
get.
on
I gotta take
upstairs.
this time.
I'll start calling Chippy Grizzly Adam.
Meeting time, Mary.
And it's got no asset fees, by the way.
Stop, Tommy. Some reason it's purple and blue in here, but they're pink.
Chippy.
I'm not Mars.
Anna,
Shit is
Chip, come
tight
stand over
up
here.
My buddy.
What?
how are you, sweetheart?
Oh, I can stand there.
Oh,
Alright.
you juked me. You fucking juked me, you shitbird.
Gotcha.
Where's Marlo?
He's on his way. You don't have to worry about him. Just talk.
Okay. A bit closer, Leslie. All right.
I got me a new motor.
Where's James gone?
Oh,
Oh, I need to go grab
he's in the
him
catalog.
another-
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Greetings.
Mary.
so, the reason I've got everyone down here is I was thinking about what you guys think about mechanic pay, because I mean, you know, when after the
Before we
economy.
start, can you remove your mask, man? I kind of feel uncomfortable.
Oh,
I don't
it's-
know who I'm
it's-
talking to.
It's Birdman. Yeah, just take your damn mask off, Billy.
Fuck. All right, fine.
Sorry, I just like to know what I'm talking
It's just-
about when I'm
it's
talking about business
Birdman.
stuff. that's
Yeah,
all.
Yeah,
It's
I don't regularly take my mask off. I get you.
Take your
Alright,
goddamn
fair
mask.
I kind of feel uncomfortable without it on.
Oh, good.
All right. So yeah, I wanted to pick you guys' brain on what you guys think about mechanic pay, because I feel like mechanics are severely underpaid. Like when the economy crash happened, and then I think mechanics are making pretty decent pay, but with inflation now, I don't think the labor charges have gone up with it. So what do you guys think about how much mechanics make right now compared to?
It's kind of shitty, honestly. It's like
Agreed.
I gotta, I mean, I know over at Hayes the labor cost is pretty high, and we split it 50-50. So I mean, unless we're doing like a 2s and 3s, we're not really making much money per car. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's like I know our cost of repairs fluctuates by what we are buying materials at, and right now we're kind of expensive because we're paying out $8 per material just to make sure that we're still stocked every day. So the cost is kind of more expensive. We've come to the point where we're starting to give discounts to certain groups of people, but that comes out of company, but we're still not making any money. You know, we gotta run through like 50 or 60 cars a week to be able to make any decent money, which, I mean, I can do that in a day if I just stay there all day, but even still, I don't want to have to stay there all day. I want to be able to go out and do things, you know?
Yeah.
So something definitely needs to change.
So I feel like we charge $50 labor per part that we use. I don't mind disclosing that. And then what's our split, Tommy or Mary? Is it 60-40?
It's 50-50.
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, it's like for every part that you fix up, it's like, you know, $25, which isn't a lot. And especially like if you go and try and grab some materials, doing this and that and the other, it's a lot more profitable to just go and grab some materials real quick. You just get a bucket load of cash if you sell them to someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So I was thinking, at least something I would like to do is propose that we, across the board, bump up labor charge if everyone's down for that. And we can maybe figure out kind of labor charge we think is reasonable. You guys don't have to agree to it, but I just think, you know, if one of us are going to bump up labor charge to pay our mechanics more, then, you know, and nobody's going to go to that shop, right? It's going to be expensive. And with how much money people have these days, you know, I don't think for most people it's not going to affect them all that much. What do you guys think?
Did you have an initial thought as to how much you wanted to bump it?
I don't know. So we could do a blanket across the board, or maybe I was thinking even depending on the class of the vehicle. If you're working on a higher end vehicle, you just you would charge a bit more, you know?
Yeah, isn't it the way that it used to be, though? I thought that it did used to be that way.
Yeah, but people just make more
Hayes.
money now.
I mean, not everybody. I mean, especially now with the whole, you know, scratching going on.
What I'm saying is people that are in these S-Class and A-Class vehicles, you know, they can afford to pay more for the repairs compared to people who are run their Bs and under, right?
Right.
You know, like this, like if we did raise the prices for A and S classes across the board, it really shouldn't affect your Joe Blow driving around in a work van all day long, you know, trying to work his business. But, you know, Mr. Cool Guy Racer number 47 in his, you know, Camaro or whatever will have to pay a bit extra, you know, but he'll be fine.
Right.
I like that idea.
Yeah. I mean, I like that idea too. It's just gonna make me not drive my A-class car anymore because I can barely afford to drive it now. I just.
But that's like it's kind of like the risk of driving a car, right?
Yeah. No, I know. It's like I don't really do a whole lot of driving anymore because I don't race. So because I don't want to lose my bar license. So there's that. As much as I want to, I can't. So I don't really have to repair my cars anymore, but it's already expensive as shit. But yeah, it's like a standard racer. If they're any good, if they're worth their salt, they're making money. So I mean, an extra bit of, you know, cost on top of that probably
we don't want to
shouldn't be an issue at all.
Anything like that. I'm just thinking. I don't think. I just think mechanics are pretty underpaid. You know, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would agree.
So what do you guys think, Harmony and Leslie?
Well, me and Jordan were discussing what we suspect this was going to be when we got here. Do you want to tell them about what we were discussing, Jordan, or do you want me to?
I can do it.
The government side?
I can do it. I don't think there's a lot of people in the city that have a lot of money, but there's also, I think there's more people that have less money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know when people come and get repairs, they do the bare minimum that they can do just so that they can drive to the next spot they need to go to.
Okay.
And even people that have money don't want to spend money on repairs.
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah.
That's just how it is. And I
mean, at the end of the day, everyone wants to
prices,
drive their cars, right? So they still pay the higher end guys. I'm talking when I say that. That's why I think, you know, if we did do AOS, then we would scale it. And people want to drive their fancy cars, especially the S class, you know?
Yeah. Anybody who's driving those, the asset fees are out of
So
control.
even though
with
they
those
might not
anyway,
want to
so-
pay it, they're still gonna, you know, they might
Yeah.
be a bit reluctant. They're still gonna pay it anyway. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm on that same page. If you know,
But-
they're gonna pay it no matter what.
But yeah, there is people that, you know, struggle for money, definitely, which, you know, maybe why those lower tier
Jordan, I would-
cars don't need to go up.
Jordan, I would like to hear what you have to say on the rest of the subject.
Yeah. Okay. So, what I think would be the best option to do, and I've got a lot of experience in mechanic shops, so, and I think that mechanics could earn more money, and it would actually give them incentive to turn up to work and do work. But if we could perhaps speak to the mayor or something like that. Because, I mean, let's be real, we're probably, between all the mechanic shops here, we probably employ majority of the city with a legal job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So whereas these people can go and work at Rooster's Rest or Burger Shot, and they pretty much get paid just for standing there while they're waiting for customers to come. If we could speak to the mayor and maybe get a little subsidy where when you sign on as a mechanic, maybe you got 4 mechanics that are working in the shop, they can sign on. And, you know, they might get paid $300 or $400 an hour from the government.
Yeah,
and it
okay.
just subsidizes their pay, you know? Whereas it doesn't go to the end user, because I got a feeling that the minute, and I'll be honest with you, I know majority of you guys, and I know you pretty well from being around for so long, but I don't trust anyone when it comes to business. And I guarantee you, I've been here a million times before, I guarantee you there'll be that one person that's like, well, this is the way that we get people to come to our shop. We'll just keep
Sorry
our
about that.
prices down,
Yep.
and we'll get all the work.
Yeah.
And they'll lie blatantly to your face, because I've seen it time and time again. So
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that's a way that
I agree.
possibly we could get it to happen. And it is a legal job. There's nothing illegal about repairing cars. So
Yeah.
it's probably one of the most legal things that people can do in the city, despite what they do outside of what their job. So if hopefully we could get some government funding to cover that, and it's an incentive for people to actually have
Yeah,
a
and then,
legal
you know,
job.
that we could have a limit,
Even-
like,
I
to an
feel
extent,
that
you know?
there would need to be something that would be have to be put in all the shops where, you know, if your employee leaves the shop, though, you know,
Same as
100%.
Benny's.
somebody clocks
Second,
him
Minute you
out.
step-
second you,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
second
same
you
as
leave the
Benny's.
property, you
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get locked out automatically because your phone loses connection to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And
actually good,
you
yeah.
would need you would need it, because otherwise you would have 10 mechanics standing there just collecting
Yeah.
pretty much a welfare
Ma-
check.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we don't-
you'd have
we
a
don't
maximum
need any
of
of
say
that.
4 mechanics or something. And
Yeah, like, I wouldn't
and
clock in
make
as a
sure that-
mechanic. I'll make sure that the mechanic's going to do that, you know?
Right.
yeah, like I
That'd
don't
help
even
with
repair
staffing
cars.
as
I get
well.
my mechanics to do them, because I don't care for the money or
Definitely.
whatever. I'd rather they earn the money out of it. So that's what we do at Harmony.
Yeah, but it's good if, because they're not just going to be standing around doing nothing, right? It's, you know, it's
Yeah.
like a mechanic shop's a hub. And if we can have the mechanics, you know, chilling, and yeah, but they might be waiting for some work, but, you know, they're always doing something in the shop.
Yeah.
It
or
would also be a
entertaining
good way
customers or
for,
something.
from a managerial standpoint, to see who is there just to collect that welfare check versus who's
Yeah.
actually doing work at the
100%.
shop. Yeah.
Yes, true. Yeah.
100%.
Good
Their
shit.
time is still important, though. You could have somebody like here, for example, sit here for about 5 hours and only have one customer, but their time
Right.
is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
100.
how they
Yeah.
spend their time in the shop.
That's
you
the
know?
biggest problem, I think, yeah.
As long as they're actively in the shop, you know, doing something and not sat on the sofa, you know, thinking about Netflix, I don't see a problem with what Jordan's just proposed.
Yeah, I think it's a good
like
idea, and
that idea.
hopefully,
Me too.
hopefully the mayor would be willing to talk about that. Should I call him right now, and then we could see
I,
him more
I
later?
think, I think if
Yeah.
all
You can have them
four of
come down.
us,
Yeah.
all 4 shops go there and say that this is what we want, I
I think it
mean,
could happen. Easy.
I think it's a big show of force, and
Oh, he's around right now. Perfect.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You guys want the mechanics to be paid on a
Yo, what's up,
salary
baby?
basis from the government
Hey,
based on being in
Abdul.
the shop and it being available?
Yo, what's up, my baby?
I've got a lot of people that want to talk to you right now.
Awesome. Where?
We could come to you at the town hall, but we're all down at the tuner shop.
I'll come to the tuner shop.
Oh, okay. All right, so Mechanics Union.
Can I bring my guy with me? He's my autobiographer. You know.
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah,
make
sure,
books
sure
about
thing. Yeah, yeah.
All right, thank you.
All
See
right.
you soon.
See you in a bit.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Oh yeah, we've got Abdul
Like,
coming down.
Perfect.
That's the real.
Alright,
The
cool.
racing's died down
Be
to
back.
almost nil.
Yeah. It
And
has. Yeah.
That's been.
It has.
You can take
Tragic.
away.
It's a hard hit on all the shops.
Okay.
For that, I think.
So, Autos is going to be supporting your decision if you want to do that. However, I don't think that it would fit our business model to go with governmental issued paychecks. If that's what you want to do, I support you guys' decision.
Yeah, okay.
Why is that?
Because we
Yeah,
do
well-
things a bit differently.
Right.
Just because of the car sales, or
No, we pay our mechanics a bit differently. And it's, we also look for qualities in mechanics that makes them want to be at the shop. At least we try to. Now,
we have staff that do 8, 10, 12-hour shifts.
of course, yes, I'm not denying
that.
that.
Staff, but without increasing the prices dramatically to pay what I would call a fair wage, because yes, I agree, mechanics are underpaid. The end user is going to get stuck with that, and people that don't own businesses and have to go out hunting for their money and things like that. It's gonna suck to spend an extra, I don't know, $400-500 per like half decent repair.
Yeah. No, here's the deal.
So-
Like I said, I think it's probably a good idea for your shop, and we will support your decision. If you need us to be there as a show of force to acknowledge your decision, we'll do that. But I don't think governmental paychecks is the way that we want to go with autos.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I know with our shop, because I mean, outside repairs, we got nothing. So, we don't have a used car lot there where we make
Right.
hundreds of thousands off of selling used cars every week. Or
Well,
like,
okay, I'm gonna be transparent about one thing in how we do it autos. The past 2 months, we've had a handful of sales. The sales are at an all-time worst, and I, obviously, as an owner of PDM, I also see this. We make about 1/5 of our regular profit based on what I would assume to be the Vince scratch situation in the city. Now, that also goes in ties with autos, because yes, it is true that because of the car side to the shop, we can afford to pay our mechanics a bit more, and our margins are a bit lower. But another thing that is important to be transparent about is that the car sales business side of autos has not been active for quite a while. And another thing to be transparent about, that to give you guys some background information here, is that autos is not a shop that is driven for profit for the managers and higher ups. And I'm not saying that yours are. I'm just saying that when mechanics work at our establishment, they make almost all the profit.
Yeah, well, I know at Harmony, my mechanics make more money than I do.
Yeah. So that's fair enough. But then we do things similarly.
And Leslie,
Yeah,
can I ask
like
you a
I said-
question too? Can I ask you a
For
question,
who? For
Leslie?
me?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the management or the higher ups, do they have other means of revenue or income outside of the shop? And is that
Yes.
what?
That
so I
is why,
think
yes.
Okay, so I see like a lot of us here, this is our only means of income. A lot of us don't do anything outside
would,
of any type of business ownership or
vote
management.
to-
Of course.
shop.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that. Yes.
Okay. So it makes sense then. Thanks for
Yeah,
answering
but
that.
then that's the thing, and I understand we are in a bit of a different situation than us, but here's the thing. A lot of people, they might say that, I try to monopolize things, or I try to make a lot of money on things, or whatever, but in reality, I don't make that much money on what I do. I like entrepreneurship, and you all here are entrepreneurs. So if we can come to a decision that helps elevate your shop, drive more traffic, and encourage people to do the job properly, which I thoroughly believe in, then I will stand behind that decision. I will help you with that. But I don't think that business model fits us at autos. That is basically what I'm saying.
I don't think this will change the amount of traffic that any shop sees. Ultimately, we're kind of agreeing to keep our prices the same and find another solution as to the pay issue.
Yeah.
With the state of this economy in the city right now is a very, very weird way. Racing is down, so
Yeah, it's kind of like if
everyone seems
you
to be
do mechanic
hurting.
work and you decide to stay around the day, you're shooting yourself in the foot, and you'll never be able to
Yeah.
afford the kind of things you should be able to, Whereas you could just go out and chop a car and make like $2,000,
Yeah, so I would say the major reason as to why the mechanic shop issue is difficult is because of many surrounding problems with the city in terms of finance and economics. It's a bigger question to unwrap, but if government, like I said, if government support is one way to propel your business and make it lucrative for you, then I think that is a good idea.
Well, it's not to make it lucrative
honestly,
for the
I
owners
think that
as
we
such.
should.
It's for the people that work there, I believe.
Right, sorry,
Yeah.
terminology. That's not what I intended
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get what
yeah.
I'm saying.
I think
I understand.
I just from my perspective, because I work not only at the mechanic shop, I'm also a manager over at the Mojito. I mean, I'm gonna be straight honest. Like, if I work at the Mojito for a full tsunami, I will make twice as much as I would make at a mechanic shop in the same amount of time. So the incentive for me being at a booth rather than being at the mechanic shop is exponentially bigger.
Do you wanna
know,
go around that side?
so what we're proposing, I think, is going to help that a lot, because then it gives me an incentive, or other people like me who are like, okay, would I rather sit at Dean's World all day, or would I rather, put some time and effort into a mechanic shop? It helps to balance that dichotomy.
Because I know.
So what's going on?
Dean's World booths and that you can go and sit there and you'll make more money than being like you said at the mechanic shop. So
I'd rather be at the mechanic shop, though. Honestly, if I could make comparable money, like, even it doesn't even have to be the same, but comparable, I would absolutely love being at the mechanic shop more than just chilling at Dean's.
So Abdul, we were chatting, and I got everyone down here because I think that mechanic pay is very, very poor for the most part, right? And basically we wanted to come to try and figure something out, a solution to have mechanics be rewarded more, right? And initially we talked about bumping the price of repairs up, but we don't necessarily want to do that, because especially a lot of the some people in the city just can't afford it, right? So we don't want to chef those guys. And we kind of came to we wanted to pick your brain and see, would it be possible, would the state be willing to subsidize mechanics, kind of like how Burger Shot and I guess, does Dean's World do it?
Yeah, Dean's World has
yeah,
it.
the farmers market stuff does it too.
Yeah,
I think they're now like $400 a receipt now as well. So.
that is correct. Yeah.
How often do you get a receipt?
Please £10, please Toe do it as well.
Like 15 minutes, I think, or 20
every
minutes.
15
It's
or 20 minutes.
at one full shift will get you 6 receipts.
2.4K.
That's before any products you sell.
That is correct.
And how long does that shift go for?
Like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys want those receipts for employees, like who are on duty, for example, mechanics on duty?
Yeah, pretty much. Or because like let's say how much would a mechanic at our shop make? Like, you'd have to do like $15,000.
They make a very tiny percentage. They make a very tiny percentage of each car they repair.
They're making
So
about
if there is
$800 a
no
week
cars
at most.
coming, there is no money.
Correct.
Yeah, a lot of it goes to expenses, and then there's the split between the
Yes.
company and the employee, right? So
Yeah,
Exactly,
the
and
average
honestly-
paycheck for a mechanic that works here for a week is like $5,000. Not very good.
Yeah,
And
you can make that in
honestly,
2
the
hours.
level,
Hello?
yes, and the level of the racers
I
have
agree.
become a lot higher than before. So there is less crashes, less fixing.
Yeah.
So
well, racing's
I
just
would-
down in general at the minute. So
Yeah.
Exactly, like it's very quiet, because it's very quiet, suddenly now all mechanics will go down.
yeah,
So you
we
guys
want
want
mechanics to be
you
willing
want to get receipts.
yeah, to just chill out of the shop, enjoy the time, then rather than worrying about, oh, I could be doing something else and making a shit ton more money,
Yeah, just to help balance time spent with money.
Yeah, but you guys, for example, say there is a lot of mechanics, they just sign on duty, but they gotta stick around the mechanic
Limit
shop.
it to 4.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll
You know,
limit it,
Nah.
right?
Yeah, we're gonna limit it to 4, okay? But here's the thing. It's gotta be like the burger shot. If they get out of the area, they stop getting
Oh,
those
yeah,
receipts.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Okay. But yeah, honestly, it's a great idea, because they still make a tiny percentage of each repair. But now, market is so freaking down because of, everybody driving fucking stolen cars. So
Yeah,
nobody cares. No, nobody really cares about the cars they drive right now. So everybody just not going to the mechanics.
Can I get this? Show it up here,
So
buddy.
the way we kind of discussed and expected to work, Abdul, is very similar to Benny's. Not sure if you've ever put some time into Benny's, but in the event you walk 10 feet outside of the Benny's front door, you automatically get clocked
Yeah, it
out.
signs you out. Yeah.
And we would want the same. Even at Harmony, if I was to run over to the bank, I would expect to get clocked out.
Yeah.
And have to clock back in when I come back.
Yeah, the
Honestly,
Burger Shot, yeah, the Burger Shot Wi-Fi has a very large radius on it. It takes a while for you to get logged out of Burger Shot. It was the same thing when I was working at Rooster. It's a very wide area, so where
you guys are representing Hayes, right?
yes,
No. Well, all of us.
No, I
Harmony,
was asking
Hayes,
her.
all those.
Yeah.
I was asking her. Yeah. Okay. So I noticed, we have everybody from everywhere. Okay. So you all, let's call it for a vote. Okay.
All right.
For example, Jordan, you guys want the receipts?
Yeah.
100%. It was my idea, actually.
Okay, excellent. Now, because honestly, we could also call it for a vote and see if there is people who don't, who are not in with it. What about you, Mr. Leslie?
I don't believe all those need subsidiary pay from the government at this time.
All right. So you don't want any paychecks, huh?
I'm gonna have to double check, but yes, for now I'm not. I wouldn't say we need it. No.
Okay. Tuner?
Yeah, I'm down for that. 100%.
Ace?
yep. I'm pretty sure Shane will be down for it. Yep.
Okay. Well, now I can bring it up to a proposal. We need a proposal. Okay. I'll just make something, but we'll see how it goes from here. Because honestly, I cannot give you guys any promises because this is a big move.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And it would be asking too much from the constructions. But it's an important move. Let's see what we can do.
All right.
Honestly, but I cannot give you any promises. Please understand this.
It's
Yeah, of
understandable.
course.
Absolutely.
All right, but I will definitely bring it up.
There's a lot of pros to it with being able to employ more people and have an incentive to just have a legal job.
Yeah, we're going to make sure to police it right as managers and whatnot. If anyone's just abusing the system and they just decide to sit in the corner all day, then, it can help us weed out the ones that are turning up just doing that,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's good for business. It's good for your employees. Your employees will like it. It's a good lifestyle.
Hell yeah.
It is.
Like having paychecks.
In addition to that, Mr. Mayor, you got to think also that's going to keep people off the streets. If they got a good, honest job, they're making a good paycheck, they're not going to be doing scummy shit.
Exactly. You see what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Abdul, I'll contact you if something changes on our end, but for now it should be a no. I got a meeting to
Alright.
attend to, guys. Let me know if you guys need anything.
All right, thanks for coming, Leslie.
Thank you, Mr. Leslie.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
that there
it-
needs to be some other kinds of stipulations put in there as well, because, especially if we do get the ticket receipts or whatnot, I think you should only be able to work on cars if you were signed in. You shouldn't be able to
I'm not sure
because. Well, no, it's like because I know every mechanic shop has had this problem in the past or has this problem now where you've got those employees that just come to repair their own car and fucking bounce.
Yeah, but
Which-
that should
yeah.
no, that should be that's
Well, it's
something
up
you
to a
can
manager or
manage.
something to
Yeah,
sort that
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
so as a manager myself, like typically I try to avoid repairs as well, unless the mechanics we've got around are busy, then I'll pick one up. But I would still like to be able to pick up a wrench and help, even if I'm not getting that paycheck.
Well, yeah.
So
well, true, yeah.
yeah, remove.
Yeah, but that's what most of us would do here because we're all,
Yeah.
we all
So
really
I
don't give a
think
shit.
Not having the ability to do that would suck.
Right.
Well,
And the way
I
the
agree.
way we do it is we do a
Maybe it should be an
performance review every
exception
30
for
days, so at the end
managers
of
or
every
something.
month.
I don't know.
And
No,
if
but
people
I
are
like
only
to-
repairing their own cars, they get fired. It's simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
We always
Here's the
make
thing,
sure
guys.
that another
Yeah, we've been shit
employee
canning a bunch of them.
will we'll quote them up, and then they'll fix it for them. So.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like at Hayes or Harmony, but like here we usually have upper management around 24 hours a day, like some sort of upper management. So it's not like we can spot out who's sitting there and doing fuck all and taking that paycheck.
Pretty much at all hours of the day. So.
Yeah.
So
we've got somebody around all hours as well. I
Kinda
may
gives-
not always be in Hayes, but I'm usually around all the time.
Well, it kind of gives upper management something else to do to keep on their workers a lot more, you know?
Yeah.
Make sure they're actually doing the repairs instead of.
Yeah, we have
I think the sheer number of employees we will have as well is massive. I mean, we've got over 100 employees ourselves.
Yeah,
I don't know about you
same.
guys.
Yeah,
We're at
same.
46.
So we're probably talking, 300-400 plus employees between all the shops that will benefit from this.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
We've even had employees that want to stay employed at the shop, but they go and do the PD tow thing because they actually make money just for waiting for tow calls,
Yeah.
Right.
So they go and
No,
do that.
this is, to be honest with you, this is an excellent idea because it's like I said, it's just gonna be healthy mentally, and like the people will feel good doing their jobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they won't really be struggling for money as
Yeah.
such. They could do other things outside the job, but whilst they're at the job, they are earning something, even if they're
They're
just
earning.
standing there.
They're just standing there and doing their job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And when they're done, they're done. They're gone. That's it.
So you just do your shift, get what you pay, and then you can go do whatever after that, really. And then you can come back
There
for
you
another
go.
shift. Just have rotation. Pretty much throughout the mechanics.
By the way, I love it. I love it how you guys shave your head and grow your beard. It's so handsome.
Oh, thanks,
Thank you.
Abdul.
Thanks, Abdul.
Yeah. I started the trend, and as you can see,
What?
everybody followed.
I went bold
Yeah,
young,
absolutely,
Tommy.
you
Yes,
started
yeah.
it, yes,
It wasn't a
absolutely.
choice.
I was bold at 21. I'm 33 now, I think.
You think?
You think?
You think?
You gotta think about it.
Eddie?
That's all right.
33 years old.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh my God! Really? You're complaining about
holy
being
shit!
old?
Yo,
You're complaining about
80.
being old.
No, no, no,
Oh.
no, no. 80. 80. Yeah, that was
Oh,
actually
Whoa!
my mother's birthday.
Violence
in the workplace.
Hold up.
Violence!
No, not my mother's birthday. Sorry. My mother's born on the 16th of April. I'm born on the 15th.
And that's what happens, Clay, when you stand around the shop all day and do nothing.
I'm actually doing an ad right now. Okay?
Really?
Okay.
Oh man.
Yes, I actually am.
Is he going to blow our
So-
minds?
That's probably the
Pretty sure
first
we
one
have,
since the tuna shop opened.
Yeah. Honestly,
Oh, you
this
not
was a
see what
good
I
meeting.
posted
Let's
before?
race.
You ever see one of my beautiful ads before?
Yo,
I've never seen you.
Eddie,
Dude,
how
my
about
ads
how
are
about
really
we
good.
start?
Iconic.
Eddie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Better
posting it
marketing.
now?
how about we start?
I'll read-
One
this
of
is
those
one of them.
fucking
It's on
death
Twitter. I
races.
don't watch Twitter.
Yeah, it's
the
on
fuck?
Twitter.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
the latest
Full
one?
contact
The latest
races,
one
you
with
know.
the
Those
drives.
I've turned off.
It has to be D class as well.
Claire, this
It's a
is
good
great.
one. You
Jesus.
guys need ads, man.
I'll talk to some
great.
people. Maybe I could set that up for you.
Yeah, everything goes. D class,
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
goes, but no shooting. No fucking
No, right?
How
shooting.
is that?
Jesus
You
Christ.
This is
can-
LC500.
Imagine. You know,
Is
like
that a
death,
bin bag
death
on the
race.
behind
Like a
us?
destruction derby race. I'll talk to some
Yeah,
people in the
kinda
scene
like
and see if they
that.
could
That
do
is a
that.
bin bag.
Oh my god, that would be so
Oh, you
good.
just can't get the seat ready. It's a test. Like,
Destruction derby race. Yeah, like everyone's been scratched. D class just fucking
it's a good idea.
destruction
I think
derby
if,
race.
I think
So,
if that is something that can be done. I think it's
That'd be
going to make
funny.
it a lot better. So,
D class full
all
contact.
around for everyone that works at a mechanic shop.
All right, I think this is very constructive. I think
It's a good step forward.
yeah, let
this,
us
uh,
know,
industry.
Abdul.
Yeah.
Yep.
think go with that.
Honestly, I've got a solid yes on this idea. To be honest with you, let's make it happen.
like to hear.
You know, hopefully it will happen.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Abdul.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
No, no,
Beautiful.
no, 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 no. I'm honestly, you guys thought this about it. You guys came together and thought about it. You know, you realized it. This is good. That means you're all good business people. You know, you're looking out for your business, so it's all Gucci. I just don't like the businesses that dies out, man. They just dies out and they just don't do anything about it. You know,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
instead
that's
they
the
just
thing.
blow them up.
If the mechanic shops die out, there's no cars on the street. That's why we stand behind it. We got to keep you guys driving.
Exactly. Thank you, Habibi. All right, it was very good meeting. You
Yeah,
all.
cool.
Thanks for
Get
coming
back
down,
to your
Abdul.
old expensive fucking fancy cars and enjoy your life. Swear to God. Thank you
You'll be
for
able
your
to get
all
one
asset
first.
fees. Thank you, the treasury. Thanks for all of you
Yes,
for the
fucking
asset fees.
asset
Thank you very much.
fees. Just
Yeah,
back down to
Abdul.
once a month.
Bye, Abdul.
Jesus.
Thanks, Abdul.
Bye bye. You all have a good day.
See you. Take
Hey,
care.
too.
Abdul.
Hey, look at my
Thanks,
new
Mayor.
tweet.
You got another one?
I
Hey,
got
speaking
a new
of which,
ad out, guys, I just finished this one. New ad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
It's really good.
I think there's a couple spelling mistakes, but hey, it works.
You just need a
What
tuna
the
sandwich with a
fuck?
crust on that vehicle.
Eddie, that's you in a
I
couple
love
of
it.
Oh
years.
my God.
No, the
What's
tuna
happening?
sandwich is on the top. It's at the bottom right corner. That's a moldy
What the
tuna.
fuck is that, Claire?
That's a
Eddie's a
moldy tuna
bellend.
sandwich.
I
Moldy
took the
tuna
picture.
sandwich
Yeah,
right
Vin
there.
Diesel does not like you, Eddie.
Man, what kind of car is that? I never seen that.
Eddie is a bell end.
What the fuck are you guys reading? I don't know what the fuck you
So-
guys are
so-
reading.
Eddie is a bell end.
What the fuck is that? I don't know what you guys are. Why would you say that about Eddie? That's really fucked up.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
fucked up.
Say
Claire.
that.
Just having a VIN number on a car like that.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's just a VIN, guys.
she's
What are
fine.
we-
Yeah, that's a
That's a
weird ass
scratch
VIN,
that
man. That's a unique VIN right there.
Hey, just out of curiosity, are you guys able to work on X-Class cars here? Because every once in a while,
Yeah.
Watson coming through, wanting to, I don't know, he's probably just being a dickhead and flexing. So,
Oh, yeah, we fixed
probably all.
X here.
Yeah,
We didn't
no.
like. Yeah.
okay. No, I'm just gonna tell him to scram then next time he comes in being a jerk.
He's flexing on you hard. That's what he's doing.
I don't give a shit.
That's funny.
No.
Well, right on.
So
Thanks
do you-
for the meeting,
Do
guys.
you think
I
Leslie was
appreciate
just
this.
big dicking about autos not needing it? Or?
Oh, 100%.
100% odd.
Um,
Considering I got
That's
buddies
himself
that
in
work
business,
over
right?
there,
So-
they ain't making no fucking money either. No.
That's interesting.
And there's times where I've driven past and not seen any mechanic there, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I doubt they're making like insane money, but
No,
they're making
not-
money
yeah.
elsewhere than so be
Yeah,
it, I
they're
guess.
yeah, they're making money doing other things.
Yeah.
Considering I see them in the cells most of the time. So there's that.
Mary.
Holy hot shit on a sheet. That is a beautiful ass car. Damn. What, the Lambo
Well,
that's all chromed
Hopefully
out?
something comes of it. It'll be
Yeah.
definitely will help.
I've never been a fan of Lambos.
Yeah.
Don't
They
like
actually
it.
have more than the usual faces turn up.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming down, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
Very
Alright.
productive.
Oh
I'll
my
take this
God.
useless sack of crap out of here. Thanks,
Oh,
guys!
I am gonna.
Before you run off, Eddie, can I bother you for 2 seconds?
Sure. Yeah.
I got Maddie's Sultan there.
Oh, you do?
Is there any chance you'd be able to sort out some fitment on it?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, damn.
Oh, appreciate you guys.
See you, man.
Mine ain't
Alright,
got
thanks,
any
guys.
fancy stuff on it, though.
No,
Dude,
they're
it's
just
all
complicated
right. It makes a good,
clean.
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
it makes a good,
On your
head.
yeah, good.